Sprinter Sacre was probably the obvious one of that. You know, you could go right back to the days which you probably don't even remember, when we had a horse called See You Then, who won 3 champion hurdles very early on in our career. And Sprinter, when he was at his absolute pomp in sort of the first half of his career, he was unbeatable. I think it's a toss-up between Cheltenham and Newbury. On the other hand, Cheltenham's been so good to us over the years. You can't, you know, those have been the great days. It's hard, but Newbury's just, it is such a fair track. We just run an awful lot of horses there because it is the best track. AP rode quite a lot for us, and you know, you go back to Richard Dunwoody and Bob Davis, who were our first jockeys in those days. But since the last 3, Mick Fitzgerald, Barry Geraghty and Nico, and they've lasted us a very, very long time. They've all been enormous friends, people that are just wonderful jockeys. I'd like to train one that's going to win the Grand National. It's the one that's missing. I'd just, yeah, go and find me a national horse and then I'd make it the one I want. I'd say England's lucky at the moment. We've probably got in this country the best available national hunt sires we've had for a very long time. You know, very often you'd have to say your favourite sire was in Ireland, maybe even in France. And at the moment, definitely with the likes of Golden Horn, Nathaniel, Jack Hobbs is coming into the picture. They're actually standing in England, which is great for the industry. I think the first one that ever really was Fred Winter. I was lucky enough to work for him for 5 years. He was champion jockey for goodness knows how many years, and champion trainer for all sorts of years as well. And you know, they were great days, tough days. I think everybody will go back to their early days in racing and think about the guys they worked for, and they'll probably find in that era they were tough. Favourite moment, undoubtedly, he comes back to Sprinter Sacre again. His resurgent, his comeback champion chase, and that was the most remarkable day. Cheltenham were very appreciative of what had happened. The crowd was unbelievable, but there was a lot of pressure, and we got him back to win the Schlur chase in November, and then it was to the champion chase, and that was the day. Have you got half an hour? You name it. But those are the other ones, magpies and touching wood and don't go under ladders. So that's just common sense. But if you want to know what to do with the salt, or I could go on forever. Magpies, cats, trains. Go under a train. That's a good one. I don't mean me. Go under a bridge with a train on top. I sit under a bridge half an hour from Cheltenham and wait for the train. For participation, I'm sort of slightly limited. I used to play golf, but as I can't see where the golf ball's gone, it's a rather pointless game. I mean, I can watch the cricket, the football. I'm not a football fanatic, but I can watch it. Again, you've got to be quite careful because I don't always see where the ball is. But it doesn't really matter, it's good fun.